Hello, my name is Gustav Ga and I work with business development at Watty. We're a 22 people company based here in Stockholm, and we want to make energy data available and interesting to everyone. And when Watty was founded, energy data wasn't really that fun, and kilowatt and kilowatt hours aren't really top of mind in people's everyday life, and looking at the normal energy bill doesn't really help with that. So we started looking at ways in how can we interpret this data and make something useful of it. Every appliance in the home has a very unique pattern in its power consumption, and we soon realized that an experienced person can learn how to interpret this and make something out of this information. But doing this manually isn't very high in accuracy and it's not very scalable. So instead we have built a system that uses artificial intelligence to do this automatically instead. So the technology is kind of comparable to speech recognition in the iPhone with Siri. But instead of understanding human language, we understand the language that the appliances speak. And to understand this in detail, we can look at a real-life example. So what you see here is a screenshot from my apartment last Wednesday, just before breakfast. And if this were a large and common appliance like a microwave or a fridge, Watty is already now able to detect automatically what kind of appliance it is. But for smaller and more unique appliances, we ask the users to help with some of the name labeling. So this is just before 8 o'clock, and I know that I made a cup of coffee at this time, so I can go ahead and label this as my espresso machine. And not only does my system know that this is my espresso machine in the future, Watty also crowdsourced this information. So I also help other users identify their appliances in the future. So we have a technology that's able to break down total energy consumption down to appliance level in real time. And not only do we then are able to understand energy behavior better, we also have a very low-cost solution for building peace of mind value propositions and give people tools to know what's going on at home. So for example, this morning I can check that I unplugged my iron before I left home, so I don't start any fires. It can be used in a summer house to see if the boiler is working properly, or as a non-intrusive way of keeping an eye on elderly relatives. We'll also be able to use this as a way of creating a diary on how you live your everyday life. So I can, for example, track how many hours I watch TV or how many cups of coffee I make. And by solving these small day-to-day problems that people have in their normal life, we also help them build a stronger relationship to their energy behavior. We also provide them with the tools to make smarter decisions regarding how they use their energy, so they can choose more wisely, which impacts their wallet and have a good impact on the environment. To accomplish all this, we have an end-to-end solution with 3 components. We have our own hardware, which is installed by the fuse box in the household. It's connected to current clamps that sample the power consumption in real time several thousands times per second, so we have super high frequency data. This data is then sent to our cloud, where we have our machine learning platform, which does all the analytics, and the insights are then sent to the user app, which is available for iOS and Android. And we want to get this solution out to as many households as possible, and believe that one of the best ways to do that is to work together with energy companies. We know that energy companies struggle with low margins on their kilowatt hours. They need to make a big transitions towards becoming more customer-centric and more digital as an organization. So what we can offer there is a differentiated offering with values beyond the kilowatt hours. We have a revenue split business model, so we can help increase the margin per customer. And last but not least, we see great opportunities in analyzing this aggregated data for making smarter grid investment decisions, for segmenting the customer base more efficiently, and do better trading. So I see that my time is running out, and I also just got a notification that my laundry is done, so I need to get going. So if you want to be a part of a journey as a partner or investor, please come and talk to me afterwards. Thank you very much.
Well done. How many people are you now in the team?
We are 22, 20 here in Stockholm and 2 in Minsk. In
Minsk?
Yep.
The supercoders?
Yeah.
Okay. Great company. I like it. Watty.
Thank you.
Well done.